Hello and welcome to part 47 of our Chaos Gate Daemonhunters Ruthless campaign. We're playing the special mission now, the Ritual of Destruction. So 5 rec, still get the rewards, which is nice, but then Vikir's coming along with us. Strategies wise, unfortunately I think I saw this is one of the precious few slots in the entire star map where we don't have a prognosticator up and running. But even if we did, I don't think it would matter because the warp storm, as we've seen previously, cancels it anyway. Yeah, you get gunked. So regardless, you're going to get one option and one option only. So what is the mass purification? What is the best strategy in them all? Well, it's either Quicksilver or probably Dominate. So if there's a particular enemy you really don't want to deal with, or you can just have Quicksilver. I think I still get the double use though, so you can have 2 uses of Quicksilver or 2 uses of Dominate, and you select a really nasty target and just make them irrelevant. I think overall Quicksilver's probably the best because it's just versatile and allowing you to take more actions is pretty amazing, so I'm going to do that rather than having Dominate on. Okay, the team. A Librarian is a no-brainer. This is going to be a harder one though, so I'm actually going to swap you out for the fully ranked up Librarian. And armor, what do we want to use? Not that one, the willpower one probably. No, not that one, sorry. This one? Oh, that's focus because of the teleporting, of course. I don't actually know if we need it, relatively speaking, because we have like 70% flat, and then we put other things on there. It's still worth it, I think. Melee, we were using the AoE hammer previously, I think. I don't know if that's necessarily the right call this time. Who have we got? Massive crit damage Paladin. I like that build. It's pretty amazing when you just pump a lot of resources into him, so that's good. Grenadier Purifiers also speaks for itself. It's also pretty great. I don't think I'm going to need Servo's Extractor Skulls for this one. I have a whole bunch of options for you now. Don't care. Crit chances, not particularly using. So focus, not for a Justicar, it serves no purpose at all. So willpower is obviously already on. So his own crit damage or crit. I guess the damage isn't terrible because I can use Hammer Hand with him just to pick a target and do great damage for one swing. None of the rest of these really matter too much. So it's either that or crit chance, and I think that just because I can use Hammer Hand. Oh, I say that, but there are other options, of course. So I can just go with the Disruptor. That's probably better, just turning off autos if they're really convenient. Doing selective chip damage here and there is really good. And you've got Annihilator on. Okay, good to know. So Annihilator, I would probably give you Annihilator because you can teleport onto nasty machine targets and instantly dispatch them for us. So crit damage, single targets, Annihilator, grenades, and I guess the AoE hammer would be the best bet for you. Okay, it would be if I press the right button. Right. Orc Breaker. Who's using it now? The Librarian we kicked off, so you get rid of that. Oh really, Warp Breaker actually has really good crit damage. So if I used the +4, it'd be +7 per crit, and then 6. So you can use the 4 strike AoE and do a bunch of damage that way. I think it synergizes well with Justicars because they have your 4 strikes do extra damage. So you can either hit, if it's a group of dudes, use the 4 strikes and hit a bunch of them, or if it's a single hard target, use your hammer to smash through them. That being said, would I rather the crit damage in exchange for Disruptor Skull? It's really good. I think my damage is otherwise sufficient across the board, so I'm going to leave the versatility of the skull is probably worth a bit more than having a bit more crit damage. I've got the Paladin to do that job anyway, so I think that's sensible. That's pretty much how I need everyone equipped. Was there any upgrades with blue seeds I was thinking about? Maybe forgot. Yeah, here, so all of these. Oh, just that one. So do you want... no one's using Deathmaker, so that's irrelevant. I already did the extra Cybolt damage or the upgrades for this regardless. So who cares? Who's got Dire Exorcism? Oh no, and it's not equipped. That's the mistake I made. Load out range weapon, Stormbolter. Yeah, the other there we go. That makes more sense. So you've got a demon killing option and a machine killing option. Massive crit damage, and then AoE and AoE to kill small things. And then Vikir for moral support. As morally supportive as an Inquisitor can be.
All is ready, Inquisitor. The wards on the Prime Seeds are reaffirmed and are in your hands.
Good. I will blaze them into the warp with the Emperor's purity.
A pale ember against the flame of 1,000,000,000 tormented souls.
Cease your prattle!
Inquisitor!
It is nothing, Dominus. Initiate teleportation.
Hold strong, Vakir. My brothers will protect you to the last.
Thank you, Hector.
Hector, the Inquisitor's pulse has risen considerably.
Her resistance has proven almost inhuman. But it is clear she has finally reached her limits. I am ready to do my part.
Upon her return, then?
If she returns.
Oh. And then it cuts us back to here. Okay. Just pretend those other 4 knights weren't there for that cutscene. Grey Knights have a sense of decorum. There was going to be a fancy cutscene, so we stepped out of the way, let them do their little acting bit, get off the stage, and then reassume position.
By all that is holy.
Yes, the wholly beautiful work of the Plague God.
Never have I felt such torment.
Oh, you will feel all of this and more, Carver. Soon.
Silence!
Inquisitor, our goal is the inner sanctum. You know what must be done.
Yeah, reached the cathedral, the kiss up, so I just saw this is also going to be a long one. We're in for a bit of a trek here. How do we want to do it? Probably just pick a side and go down that way rather than having to fight through multiple stacks. Yeah, if you just hug an edge, I suppose, kind of get through. That's a bit awkward. You're just going to have to jump down. What about this way instead? Come this way. It seems a little bit more sensible. That's less of a hassle to get through this section. There'll be enemy pods throughout all of this, of course. You'll get stuck there though, so you'll be forced this way. Same on that side, so you'll be forced to the middle. And then you'll be forced back out to the side. And then you're in the cathedral and you're going for the final sprint. Okay. I'll pick the right then, why not? Way back here. Okay. Slow Manator first. I'll give away when there's anything in front of us. On immediately. Okay. The insane, yeah, it's going to be an issue. The warp surge is going to be really bad.
As instructed.
Ready to serve.
Might actually make use of the librarian's warp surge deletion ability this mission. The one I move last, of course, is my lightning fast scout.
On the way. Be ready.
Okay, one there. Can we circumvent them? Probably. Or maybe. If we hug the side.
Blackstone constructs directly
Oh,
conduit the rope's
okay.
native inhabitants.
Brothers, take heed of the Noctilith crowns. The enemy is clearly aware of our presence here.
So they're just going to... Well, I don't... Surely they're not endless, so I'm just going to stand here and kill them.
Unleash me.
Come over here.
Yes, sir.
Do this in one turn and move on.
Hail. What is your
I'm not going
will?
to commit all of my guys over here. It's honestly a waste. We can just sort of move over and get ready to
Yes, Commander.
proceed on next turn. Oh, there's a sea pod.
I stand.
Yes?
Your
I'd
orders?
want to come to this side regardless, so I
it?
can avoid the middle pod there and hug the corner. Here.
At your
Do you
command.
want to use like some of these or something?
At once, Commander. I am the Imperial
Oh, is this am I accidentally setting off the... Just be careful you don't do too much of that.
This better be
Yes,
worth it.
Commander.
I don't think there's anything else I really need to do. Good Overwatch as well.
I will fire when ready.
The Gears guns Overwatch? No.
Your command.
And nor can yours, so just stand there. Oh, hello.
The craft world was the nursery, yes, but the bloom was perfected here. All it took was one blessed voice amidst the cacophony of prayers to your false emperor.
Lies!
Only one. That's how weak he is.
Turn off the autos. Wait, is this... Oh, hang on. Is this going to endlessly spill out enemies? So you just you're forced to run by it, and you can get basically you get attacked in the back constantly. I think I can get away with this without having to waste any other resources. We'll just hit it the old-fashioned way.
Feel the weight of fire.
Does that use... You've used one, so I'd like to get it on you, ideally. So I'll just let someone else shoot it a bit. Yeah, that'll do.
This one will.
May as well be efficient about it.
What is your will? Firing on target.
Wait, oh, hang on. That's not good.
Yes, Commander.
Pretty sure I intentionally disrupted that, but never mind. Okay, just run over here.
Moving now.
Never mind, the auto disrupt didn't work.
What is it?
Somewhat disconcerting. Just take a step back, just in case.
Ready to serve.
As well.
At once.
There you go. Maybe the AoE will destroy the thing, who knows? We'll get lucky.
Your command.
Is this... It uses AP, not willpower, so I don't think it affects that, but regardless.
I am the Imperial Shield.
And you're fine where you are. No, we're stuck with the thing.
The enemy's reinforcements will not cease.
Okay, now we know.
You must make haste to the inner sanctum.
Trying, Ektar.
I am the symbol of plagues to come.
Took off everyone's armor, it seems. No, I want them closer together for AoE stuff. Don't move them.
I bring death and decay.
Good, one that's completely irrelevant. Well, obviously we're just gonna have to let this go. So, smash these and run away.
At your command.
You would be good at that, but I don't want you to hang around there. Can I ignore you? Not really.
Praise the Emperor.
They all spread out enough such that I can't do what I want to do here. It doesn't kill him in one hit. So, if I were to disregard you,
I am here to serve.
I could do amazing damage with the hammer. But the thing is, I want the librarian to teleport us further along, just so I can get into the mission here, because we're getting slowed down. I don't want to... Well, if I did that, if I went with the straight up, let's just run for it approach, I could get to here, one, and then teleport, and that's so far away I can pretty much ignore these. If I'm going to do that anyway, I might as well just have someone stop and kill this one so he doesn't pester us. Let's ignore the Terminator, who's got a bit too much HP to waste time with.
What is your will?
A bunch of you can probably shoot and kill some of these other ones. You can hit... Well, that might be tenable. You can hit both. He might get knocked off and die. Yeah, let's give this a try. 12 damage per grenade. Pretty good. He's still on the edge there. Just irritating. Just do us a favour and get rid of him. And then someone you could probably tickle him with rain. Well, if I'm going to teleport anyway, I can have you stay here and just kill him. Just hit him a bunch of regular times and that'll do. Don't use any abilities or anything, you're just free to mop them up. I would like to... There we go. Good. Now you're going to be responsible for getting us out of here, so kill him.
Death to the enemy. It is finished.
And then you two can easily kill this one. The higher damage, close range one. That one.
Firing on target.
like it. Right, you can move 2 to get to there. And then Gate of Infinity as far as you can, up this way.
We travel unseen paths.
There's a crown right in front of us, cool. Yeah, ignore that one. Well, I suppose it would have been easier actually to go through and kill them and get away from the crown. Never mind.
As you command.
Advance. Nothing out of it yet, but that'll change in a moment, I assume. Well, then we'll take them a turn to spawn, so... Anyway, what you could do, you can honour the chapter our friend here so you can get a bit further.
Now, brother, take action.
Apparently he's lagging behind. Yeah.
Taking position.
Oh no, Vakir! Oh, I forgot. She doesn't come along. Oh, that's such a pain in the neck. Fine, you're just going to have to run the old fashioned. Oh, you've got your own... Okay, you have your own teleport.
Stay with the squad.
Yeah, I know. I've locked it up a bit.
Seems to be in flux.
She is nothing if not persistent. She must prevail.
Yeah, I'm gonna... I think I can honour the chapter though, so I can, yeah, teleport a good distance and then have you walk the rest. That gets you with the rest of the team.
All right.
If I use honour the chapter and I can walk forward normally, I'm gonna have to go to the middle, which means I'm basically gonna be forced to engage on this anyway. I think we already count as in combat, so I'm not gonna get, while these are alive, I'm never gonna get refunded my actions, so I can't hop on them the way I usually do in quite so an aggressive manner. It should still be doable.
I am here to serve.
What's my line of sight like? I can see pretty far. I can just do it now. Let's just move over. The key gets left behind again somewhat, but I don't need her.
Travel unseen paths.
A bunch of seeds.
We will not fail against this menace.
They're all close together, that's pretty good.
Strike for the chapter.
Okay, now ideally, the AoE hammer would target that one because it can't be parried. This is obviously great, but he might parry me. Oh, he has no parry chance. Why? I swear he had an inherent chance to parry. Yeah, 50%. 50% chance to cancel. But not if I force strike him, it seems. Interesting. Okay, that might set off the explosive flames. I think I'll be okay. I'll do one more. And then somebody else can pick off the rest, pretty much. I don't care about seed extraction for this mission. It's not the priority.
Another one down.
Okay. Well, ideally you could actually get a bunch of kills here.
Praise the Emperor.
After this is dead, I can freely move myself. How much health do you have? 3. You could just smite it.
Yes, Commander.
Shoot and kill that one.
Firing now. Death is our creed.
So these obviously present no problem whatsoever. We're just being careful for the purposes of what we're up against next. I could just kill you to get willpower back and everyone else can deal with that. I'm not really moving all that much this turn. Well, if I did, I can move pretty far actually with you, so that's not a great idea. Yeah, let's have you smite. Get rid of him. Mind lightning.
Executed.
Now you can move over. So you might as well. You can get to here and have 2 points left. Ooh, careful with his. You need more willpower on the librarian here. He's eating through it. No, I can't spam 4 strikes. Why is he so healthy? Oh, blimey. Oh, because he's a champion. It's not a regular one. Good to know. Can you get over there and hammer hand him? No, I'm a point of movement off. You've got to be joking. That would have been a huge amount of damage. Oh, if I move you first, you might be able to do it. You can't get there to hit it anyway, so just get out of the way. Or would you be better off using on the chapter again now?
Your orders?
The reason I'm so slow is because I'm being forced to go around our colleague here. I think if I just went straight to, I could do it.
At your command.
How do you move to there?
It will be done. Yes, Commander.
That's more like it. Hammer hand, do sickening damage. Stun, silence, weaken. Yeah, take off the gun. And gives you good odds of getting it back again. I'll just let you take another swing. There's great crit chance. And another one. So somehow operating without a head or arm. Well, that leaves you with basically no HP now. You could just walk over and smite him. Just do it now.
Foe destroyed, Commander.
Are there any of those pods lying around I can grab? Probably not. Close to my off there. Yeah, you've got to go up here as well. So you hang it, turn right. They're slowly going to try chasing us. I don't think they'll catch us. We'll just keep running for it.
Nurgle protects. Advancing. What wonderful echoes. Advancing. Am I up there, caged on your ship? Or are you down here, trapped with me?
You're caged in the ship.
You are nothing.
Perhaps. But I still have unspoken truths you lust after. All you need to do is ask.
No!
There's one there. Good to know. Well, if we're going to be stuck waiting for our paladin as the kind of bottleneck there, you might as well run for it.
Ready to serve.
You want to rush up and scout ahead a bit. All clear for the moment. So I want to get Vakir moving. How do I get you efficiently up here? Probably there.
I was already planning that.
Yes, yes, very impressive.
Securing position. What wonderful echoes. Advancing. Witness it, Carver. The gates of chaos unleashed. Second herald to the bloom's magnificence and its inevitable mourners.
How many must have fled here in their final hours, seeking sanctuary from this madness?
Millions of prayers cried out into the void, all unanswered by your false emperor.
We will answer them now. Your wretched seeds will fuel our beacon of hope.
Yes, keep that hope alive. I will savor its sweet essence when I feast on your soul in the garden.
Typically speaking, if the demon's encouraging a form of behaviour,
Yes?
there might be something wrong with it. How far can I get? All the way up there. You can't group teleport, but you come with your own. That leaves what, the paladin is the one lagging behind? I assume so.
Your orders?
I might just use Honor the Chapter to have him run up here so we can engage onto the next thing. Although realistically, if I'm just going to use the Gate of Infinity again, who cares? One AP left. Still 8. That's another like 4 uses of Honor. Sorry, yeah, let's get a move on.
Now, brother, take action.
Just a hop, skip, and jump away.
It will be done.
Keeps us nice and far away from Tweedledee here. Oh, he moved into visual range. They're going to have to go to the middle anyway to reach me, so this is irrelevant.
What wonderful echoes.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any more behind them, interestingly, so that might be it. It's just a pot. Don't see anything going on in here, so let's breach. Who wants to go in?
I'm
Vakir,
concentrating.
you feeling brave?
Are you sure, Commander?
No, nothing immediately.
Unleash me.
Run, run, run.
Yes, Commander. At once.
In Ignatius.
You can get about that far and you're out of movement.
Commander, it is there on the top of the dais.
Okay,
That is where it must be done.
just have Vicky stand there. We're going to get
Yeah.
beleaguered by enemy forces. I think we'll be okay. Do you want to just start setting up or taking position?
Yes, sir.
Really anything else going on? If we were to come under attack, you would presume it would come from that direction. Probably reorient to do this or something along those lines. But yeah, for now let's just run Vicky onto the spot.
What?
Fight all of the chaptered her, can I do it this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 4 would be basically just about. I've already burned all the AP. No, I've got another use. She's not a valid target. Choose a knight, yep, sorry. Haven't done all the fancy rituals.
Your command.
Just take cover facing this way, I presume. You'll do kind of the same.
Moving swiftly.
Thump, 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 thump.
Securing position. Nurgle protects. Advancing.
Well, now. Resistance set to 0. Nice. I wonder how that synergizes with the you get 50% resistance stratagem, whether or not they cancel out or it's still in effect. Okay, so I can do this immediately, and
What
then
is it?
I'll leave myself all my AP to figure out whether or not I need to be repositioning anywhere. So
As
just do the Kia first. Oh,
Oh,
it's right there. Okay. They are going to come from this direction. Okay, good to know. They're still going to take a while to reach me. So I'm just going to ignore them and focus on this one. We can just hide in the cover anyway, so it's going to be really difficult for them to engage us.
Yes, Commander.
Just run to here. Don't think I need to overcommit my guys being. You'd like to go to that to get the seed anyway, so you can come up. I leave the grenadier on this side so he can chuck grenades at something. Yeah, I'll leave you there so you're ideally positioned. You come stand kind of on top of them to AoE hammer a bunch of stuff.
On the way.
Out of ammo. Fine, do that now.
Reloaded.
You are fine. I think your arm is such that you can. Yeah, you put grenades on any of them anyway. Oh, is he? No, he's not that close. Oh, is he stuck? He can't physically get up here. He might physically not be able to reach. It's a pretty impressive little team.
Securing position. What wonderful echoes.
Bad news though, you're all AoE bait, given your positioning. Crack grenades would be good. You can go straight through all the shields and do some nice damage. Yeah, no reason not to. Imagine this, but it wasn't a tier 1.
Ignore the wounds.
I got so many. Might as well just throw another one.
I am his will. Wounds inflicted.
As low as they are, pretty sure you can just use your abilities now to start. You can't smite him because he's immune, but good walk over and hit and kill one of them, and hit and kill another. That's 2 willpower. You can easily kill that one for me.
Ready to serve.
That leaves me to deal with you two. You're basically, if you hit and kill, and then you can come over there and hit another one over there.
Yes,
And I'll
Commander.
decide how much AoE spam I need to do with you. So
Praise the Emperor.
yeah, just rush over there and get rid of him. I could have used the lower tier Librarian if I wanted, really. And then just smite him as well.
Return to the grandfather.
You've got so much willpower to spare, you might as well use Hammer Hand. He's dead.
Your end. Here. He will rise again.
And you could come over there. I can't... Okay, well there's an angle you can tuck in there to do damage, so you can stand here and hit him. No, that's the only spot where you can hit them in melee. So if I put him there, you can't actually do anything else. I'm going to have to use you predominantly. Can you AoE them? Yes, we can.
Ready to serve.
I'd rather you actually conserve some willpower. That's too expensive. All of this is willpower expensive. Don't want to be spamming 4-strike. What's their health? 20 and about 13. So, and you're doing how much per swing? Well, that's 3. Well, more than you think. He's got like 6 left. I think if I just throw an extra grenade,
Your command.
maybe even a frag to dislodge them. No, that hits me, sadly. I can get away with it if I put it there. That works. Oh, but that we lose the willpower from that, so it's kind of 6 and 2 3s. Put a little crack just to do damage and not lose the pod. Yeah, why not?
Firing on target.
Good. Pod's intact. So if you come forward and just hit them the old-fashioned way, he dies in 1, and then you can kill him with a regular old melee.
How about you? Foe destroyed, Commander. Face me.
Oh, that's 1 hit point off killing him. Oh, you got it back for the crit. That's great.
How about you?
I suppose that also incentivizes the crit build
Another
with...
one down.
Would you rather you or you do it? I think I can spam on the chapter with
At
you,
your
so...
command. Aye, sir.
Yeah, if he's got a load of crit damage on abilities and he refunds his crit, then it might be worth considering. Using the actual damage increase or percentage chance increase. I have no idea what's going on.
Advancing. March with me.
So he's stuck outside, he can't... I don't think that these obviously little guys will make their way in.
Wonderful echo.
Finally made his way up.
It is done. Knights of Titan, rally to me. This ritual is nearly complete.
Complete the ritual. Oh, it's only 1 turn. Okay,
What is your will?
chill out here, I guess. Just bombard him a bunch. Where do I stand there to do full damage? Currently doing 1, which is a bit of a shame.
Yes, Commander.
Well, if I were to grenade him first, can I shove him further in here? Probably yes. That'll make it easier.
We
In you come.
bring death.
No, he actually bounced outwards somehow. Okay, whatever. Just kill him. What am I holding on to all these grenades for?
It is finished.
Should I just hit end turn?
Hail.
Move towards this side just in case.
Yes, Commander.
Take it that was meant to be like maybe considerably more involved in terms of fighting enemies into the location, because currently it's a bit easy. Oh, I could have just pressed this and it didn't do that once throughout the entire campaign. Okay, there you go. It's now fast. I'll leave it as normal. Long distance call. Contact code Drago. That really was it. Oh, was that your blood, Vikir? Seemed fine.
Inquisitor, I charged you to end this bloom. Why do I find you within this maelstrom of corruption?
I brought you here.
And I had a
Our
feeling.
goal was to reach you, Supreme Grandmaster. We cannot destroy the bloom without your aid.
Speak then.
The Grey Knight's archives describe your plight beyond the veil, that you know the way to the garden of the Plague God.
Aye. My curse binds me to the Immaterium. The Garden of Nurgle is vast, but I have found my way through its confounding pathways before.
The roots of the bloom, the source of its power. We know that they lie deep within the garden, out of our mortal reach.
It is no small feat to navigate the Plague God's domain, but the bloom's stench is more putrid than all others. With luck, I will locate and sever these roots before my trespass is noted.
We would give our lives to fight with you, my lord.
I know it, Ektar, but I would not have my brothers share this cursed fate. You must yet hold the line until I can achieve this task you have set for me.
As you command, my lord. We are the hammer.
In the meantime, look within yourself, Cartha Vakir. Your strength is yet needed. Farewell.
Remember, the idea was originally Cadex's. dealing with chaos. I have my suspicions. But otherwise, it's a perfectly normal mission with all the normal rewards. Yay, there you go. A whole bunch of sea colours. The full rainbow. Oh, this silly stave. Should I just take it to get it out of the way? No, it's not worth 3. I don't care. Another Pigator. I've got 2 and a Purifier max ranks. That's pants. Side Cannon, not interested. I don't use them. Tier 2 armor, which is resistance and some passive armor. That's not great. Embryon Brain Mine. It's not great. I wouldn't make use of it, but again, getting anything out of the way of this slot so I have better things later is worth it. So there you go. An item we'll never use under any circumstance. Good reward. Good XP.
He comes to you, Master. The fool needs to take you by surprise. Show me. You have done well, Cadex. I will have vengeance at last. The Carver will not leave this garden alive.
No!
It appears we are being watched, my lord. Hello, little spy.
A servant of Nurgle that wants vengeance against Kaldor Drago. Oh, I wonder who that is.
That's it, Carver. Call your minions. You can all weep together.
So the target was Drago. They had enough of Super Hobo wandering around the warp being a nuisance.
The demon alerted its master to our plans. How is that possible?
I'm not certain. I believe it might have been during the ritual on Sacrista. Cadex has retained some agency since I entered his mind.
Agency? What agency?
Taunts, murmurs, voices I have ignored.
Oh, it has been a little more than that.
Have we just damned the Supreme Grand Master to an ambush and death?
Precisely.
No, Ektar. I only did what I believe necessary to advance our cause.
Our cause now?
Yes.
Inquisitor Vakir, with one blow, you have turned all of our efforts to serve the aims of chaos. With your leave, Commander.
I mean, there's no point now. It already happened.
You are right. I have failed us.
Ektar, analyze. The Inquisitor is the only being with an erudite understanding of what we face. Without her, we are truly lost.
Without the Supreme Grand Master, we have already lost.
If you want to save him, maybe killing Vakir is not the best move. Listen to the sensible toaster. Uh-oh. No, I don't think so. There we go. Well done, Annette.
Denial. This act is reckless. The Inquisitor's biodiagnostics have not yet totally collapsed.
So you would have us follow this traitor until she does?
This is too much. Like children.
Rationalize. We have all been deceived. Counter-proposal. We intervene on the Supreme Grand Master's behalf.
Sounds like a plan.
Your logic pathway's fried, Dominus.
He's
No
gonna ask
mortal
how.
can navigate their way through the Garden of Nurgle.
No mortal.
Silence! Your words have done harm enough.
Ektar, in 987 years, I have not observed a Grey Knight falter in his duty. Yet you fear this?
Say your piece, Vakir.
It is true. No mortal can find their way to the Garden of Nurgle, but a demon will always return to its master.
What?
Yes. Cadex has burrowed into my mind. If you were to banish him, I might use that connection to track his spirit as it returns past the veil, back to its master.
More conjecture.
Support. Archival analysis indicates stellar coordinates can be transmitted via astral telepathy.
Both of you now? Dominus, even if we gamble on the purity of her intentions, this notion barely amounts to a roll of the dice and a prayer.
That is all I have left, Ektar. But what does the effort cost you? Another demon banished to the warp?
What of your baleful edict? Are you so eager to see it fall into the plague god's hands?
The edict will fulfill its purpose. I am a priest of Mars. Sentimentality is for the flesh.
Vakir, your soul stands at the precipice. You have proven yourself stronger than any human I've known. But if you falter in this, even for a moment, I will have no choice but to cut you down.
I would ask nothing less of you.
Commander, you have led us capably since Agravain's fall, but in this our direction is clear. If we yet have hope to intervene for the sake of the Supreme Grand Master and put an end to this bloom, we have no choice but to pursue it.
Save our blessed space hobo. Right, what am I doing? It's another research thing for Kit. We can do the talking first. It's down there. What am I doing? 13 days. I mean, I only just started. It's really good though, the enhanced focus, and I'm going to bounce around doing the extra missions anyway. It takes a long time. 43 in total to get us through both of those. I guess I could use the opportunity to rank up and gain some more equipment, because you go back here, we'll do that mission, and there'll probably be another batch, and I'll have that done by then. It's not a terrible idea. We can just gather a little more strength, get the librarian ranked up. It's really just for the gear is what I'm more interested in. Let's have a word with everyone.
I welcome this distraction. Cadex has been trying.
You seem shaken, Inquisitor.
The Demon Prince has found a weakness in my mental wards.
He has warned his master. We are like flies entering the spider's domain, Commander. We cannot see the web, we must kill the spider.
Yes, we must focus on essential matters.
You say Cadex murmurs within your mind?
Oh, I think they gouge much deeper than that, my dear Inquisitor.
I can hear him, but his taunts have no more effect than the babblings of a thrall. You realise you cannot be allowed to leave this vessel once we are done. Yeah, you're basically under a form of demonic possession, minor or otherwise.
My fate doesn't matter.
Once the bloom has been cauterized from the sector, then the Emperor will judge my actions.
As you like, Commander. I must return to my research.
You require a Vox exchange, Commander?
What do you think of Vakir's plan?
While the Inquisitor's logic seems legitimate, further scrutiny is required.
Out of respect for your brothers, I will not generate the algorithm for predicting the chance of success. What troubles you about this, Lynette?
Do demon princes leave trails in the warp?
If they did, the Mechanicus would have been aware of this notion millennia ago, but our time deficiency requires that we take the Inquisitor at her word. Well, how would you test it? Obviously demons are banished back to the walk when they die, but what, you're literally following them to a route.
Communication cache.
The Inquisitor's domination of the Demon Prince did not work as planned, but really.
Agreed. If only she had used the rituals I prescribed.
You know how to dominate a being as powerful as that demon, Dominus?
Not exactly. But my time aboard the Edict has made me privy to many banishments.
They all follow similar routines and rituals, which I've catalogued and distilled into an algorithm for maximum success.
Discarding redundant communication. Very well.
Okay, let's see.
Initiating power-saving cycle.
Exorcism by spreadsheet.
Do you have the heart of a purifier, Commander? We shall soon see.
Do you now believe we should execute the Inquisitor?
If I could travel back to before this foolhardy venture, then yes.
I would. However, slaying her now would create too great a risk to Lord Drago and the success of the mission. Yeah, but by that logic, we nor anyone else would have any idea the bloom was happening, and it would just happen. And we'd be... Well, is the whole point of it only to capture Drago, or is it actually going to be an issue in of itself. Probably a win-win for Nurgle, isn't it? Either the trap is sprung and they get the Supreme Grandmaster, or they don't, and it just infests like an entire segmentum. If a soul is compromised, the enemy will see us coming.
We should not expect to take them by surprise.
We are walking into the warp, the enemy's own domain. Stay resolute. Remember your teachings.
Very well.
The Liber Daemonica upon your breast glows.
It will be the spark I use to kill the beast and send its flaming essence back into the realm of chaos.
With anger, I've been using it to exercise the incipient corruption pervading our ship since Cadex came aboard. I've not heard of the Liber Daemonica being used in such a way before.
It is an emblem of our faith, and in the hands of a Grey Knight, faith is a stronger weapon than any mortal blade.
You should know all 666 words, and if you don't, I suggest you spend some time reacquainting yourself.
Yes, of course. I pray we will be back on Titan soon.
660. I thought that was the number of tasks that Grey Knights had to perform in order to become kind of fully invested in the order. Okay, so all of these, can't reach that, so we're just going to do this one. Do a Grimoire one, which speeds up the time for all of those, which is good. So we might as well go for it. Really, servitors are still the best, but I guess for speeding up the mission clock here and just getting on with it, we prefer the Grimoires now. Okay, I think that'll do. I can't do anything with the ship status because I'm waiting for... How many do I need? 8? Yeah, 8. It's just to patch this up because I'm sick of you being so low. And then after that, not interested, not interested. So yeah, just these, I guess. Otherwise, I think it's perfectly sensible that we stop there. Right, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, do please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps out the channel and I do appreciate it. If you have any notes for kind of upcoming 40k games that we can slot in for this one, because obviously this is coming to an end shortly, so now's a good time to leave feedback. Or if you just want to chat with me and others down in the comments, that's great too. I do take the time to stop and read them all, and the engagement's probably the best part of the YouTube experience for me, so much appreciated. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.